Hello everyone, welcome to Ding Group. Today we're going to share how to extend the service life. That depends on your pyrolysis plant, and how to prolong the service life, how to ensure it can work for more than 3 to 5 years or 6 to 8 years. And also, we will introduce how to extend the service life and how to select best equipment that depends on your raw materials and your capacities. So we have 3 kinds of the equipment: the batch type pyrolysis plant, semi-continuous, and fully continuous pyrolysis plant. Well, they have different capacities and different working efficiency. Well, we will share the differences. And first, let's talk about how to extend the service life. That depends on your raw materials, and how to prolong the service life of your whole production line, and just about your reactors, because this is the most important processing step that during our production. First, it's with the places that we have the pyrolysis react, and we have a high temperature and pressure. So it's much more important to prevent the release of the gas and about the pressure, and to prolong the service life. So the first one we need to just attention is about the raw materials that we use by our reactor, because just the thickness and the materials, like for our normal advantages, a more normal reactor, that we will use the boiler plate or the stainless steel that is for different raw materials. Like if you choose the with tire and with plastic pyrolysis equipment, then we will choose the way of the boiler plate of the reactor. And for some oil sludge, coal tar sludge, or the aluminium plastic, we will use the stainless steel, that to ensure they not react in this reactor. And also, for example, about the tail gas, that it can indirect to heat the reactor, so we need the other removal system, the purification system, to process them, because the first one is it has some smoke, some bad smoke, and the most important thing is it is corrosive. It have the hydrogen sulfide inside, so we need to purify them by using this other removal system. Then we can just return the tail gas to the reactor, and with no influence about the reactor. And if you choose the fully continuous pyrolysis plant, the furnace use indirect heating. Well, this means that the arch combustion chamber is built under the continuous pyrolysis furnace, and the burner and the tail gas burner will inside this burning chamber to heat the air. So the air acts as a medium to transfer the heat. The benefit of the indirect heating is that the burner and the exhaust gas don't come to indirect to contact with the furnace. So the result is a larger heating surface, more evenly heating distribution, and smooth temperature rise, and less damage of the furnace from the high temperatures, which helps extend the overall lifespan of the fully continuous pyrolysis plant. And also how to expand the service life. Another step that we need to attention is to circularly control the temperature and inner pressure of the equipment, along with having a right safely feature in place. Well, temperature control is just the critical part of the fully continuous pyrolysis plant. So we need experienced operators to carefully monitor the temperature, like in the pre-processing step with temperature, and how to heat it in different hours. So, and the production line should be equipped with the safety device. Also, it's very important, like the automatic pressure relief valves and the roots blower to prevent pressure buildup from deformation or other issue. So that is two. And some other ways to help to extend the service life. And also, by the way, we need to check the regular the maintenance. So maybe we need to change the spare parts, or to check if there's any block in the pipe, or is there any other things that any other like the lubricated oil we need to add in the processing line. So we suggest that after running for 45 to 60 days for the fully continuous one, equipment needs to have a thorough checkup. Will just include inspecting the containments between the pyrolysis furnace and the condensation system, adjusting the furnace if you need, and clean out the carbon black, and checking the wear and tears parts, like the oil pumps, the making, also like to make sure the furnace cells in this feeding system and the slagging system. Well, just by keeping everything in the work order, you can also ensure a long service life. So include the several steps. The first one is we need to use the good raw materials and to purify the tail gas that in this. We can purify them, hydrogen sulfide inside, and also to secretly to control the temperature and pressure, and to have a friendly checkup during our production. And so this is several steps that we need to attention. And we have three kinds of the equipment: the batch type pyrolysis plant, the semi-continuous, and the fully continuous pyrolysis plant. And this is a brief introduction of the batch type. Well, for the different equipment, they have different working efficiency, different capacity, suitable for different raw materials. So we will give you a detailed introduction about this, and I will just compare with them and tell you the differences. It's better for you to choose a suitable equipment, depends on your materials. By the way, if you have any questions, you can leave in the comment section, or if you want to know more information like our price list, our catalog, or the certificate, you can send a private message to us, tell us your WhatsApp, email. Our sales manager will contact with you immediately and give you the information you want. Well, whatever other questions you need to ask, you can just contact with them by the WhatsApp, email, or WeChat if you have. Because, for example, if you want to visit our own factory to see the detail technique and parameter, or if you want to visit our client places, the project cases, we have our clients' factory in more than 120 countries, so it's very convenient for you to visit. Or if you want to get our detail technique or the price list, or the invest during the production, you can all contact with our sales manager. Okay, and this is the brief introduction of the different plant. Well, this equipment we possess is the pyrolysis equipment. And what is pyrolysis? It shows us, and the pyro is the heat, and lysis is about breakdown. So pyrolysis is organic materials thermal cracking reaction without oxygen. which convert one type large molecules into many smaller molecules. The most common raw materials that we process is the waste tire and waste plastic. Well, except these two kinds of materials, we also have oil sludge, aluminium plastic, medical waste, or multiple solid waste, hazardous waste, and so on. So in a simple reactor, convert this kind of raw materials into the oil gas, carbon black, aluminium, charcoal, solid residual, steel wire, and uncondensable syngas. Different raw materials will have different final products. For example, if you process the waste tire, then we can get 40 to 45% of the flue oil, 35% of the carbon black, and 15% of the steel wire, 10% of the syngas. If your raw material is the waste plastic, because most of the plastic materials we use is from daily waste, construction waste, medical waste, or other places. So the plastic content is not sure, so we can't just tell you about oil yield. It's maybe from 20% to 90%. If you get the pure plastic, then we can get the yield is more than 90%. But most of the plastic we use is the daily waste. So you can, if you want to know about the plastic oil yield of your materials, you can send your kind of raw materials to us. You can have a free service of the sales service for you to have a test, have an experiment about this oil yield you have. And also like the oil sludge, aluminium plastic is also we can't give you insured data about the oil yield. We need to test how many oil contained and or water contained. Okay, and this charcoal, like this final products, is from some biomass, like the coconut shell, the straw, or some other biomass. And the aluminium, it is from the aluminium ingot. And except the aluminium, we also have the plastic flue oil and kind of carbon black after production. This is the different final products. So let's go on. The oil gas goes through water condensing system to be condensed into liquid oil, which is a good heating flue used in industries, like we can use at the cement factories, brick factory, glass factory for heating. The uncondensable gas usually recycles as heating flue back to heat the reactor. So we have a patent device, the odor removal system, that can give you a more environmental friendly system when we have to burn the tail gas. And the extra gas can be stored for other industry heating. Carbon black. The third products we can be further processed into pellets or ground into powder for further use. The steel wire should be kept sold at factories. So this is some brief introduction about the batch-type pyrolysis plant, about our pyrolysis system. So we can use the same raw materials, get the same products. Also same as the semi-continuous and fully continuous, but the state of the raw material will have some standard. We will show you later. And this whole production line need about 22 hours per batch. So nearly we almost called one batch for one day. It's also for the very beginning of 2 hours, we can feed the raw materials, and then we will have 10 to 12 hours to pyrolysis and condense, and 5 hours to cool down the reactor. It's just better for us to slag this carbon black for 2 hours. And this is the whole production line. And here's some kilometers of the batch type pyrolysis plant. You can think about this. This includes the input, output, model capacity, and some other information. You can see some like the thickness is 16 or 18. Most of our common products will choose 16 or 18 millimeters. But if you want has a more thick of the furnace, is also okay. All the production line will just can be customized. So like if your material is much more aggressive, you can get 20 millimeter of the thickness, and you can use a steel wire, the stainless steel. And the total power smaller than 30 kilowatts. The heating type is kind of different between the fully continuous one. It's indirect heating, because we need to heat more quickly. Then we can get this flue gas more quickly. And required workers, maybe 2 or 3 workers per shift. So it's not much more labors, just expend more labors. It's all can use automatically. And the heating flue is for the pyrolysis system. We can use the flue oil, natural gas, coal, wood. And the raw materials, like we just showed before, the boiler plate or stainless steel, all can be customized, just suitable for your materials and the capacity. And the cooling type, it is in the condensation system. We will use the circulating water cooling to condense the flue gas into the liquidized oil. The cooling system will all just circulate it, so there are no pollution or waste of the water. And the land occupied size take 10 to 15 ton per day. It's about 20 to 30 centimeter. So you can see this is the different raw materials and different products. Here is the profit analysis. Depends on 10 ton per day of the batch type pyrolysis plant. It's just for reference because we have different markets, different regions, so the price of the tire and the price of the final products are all different, and also the consumption of the power and the price of the heating flue. So this is just for you to know which is the input and which is output every day. Like the first is the raw material of the consumption and the power consumption, electricity we use, and the labor cost. If you have the Pyrolysis system, we can save much more worker, but also the all production line we can use 3 workers or 4 workers is enough. 1 or 2 workers in the feeding system and 1 workers in the slagging system. Water consumption, well, water is circulated, so there are almost no consumption, and the water will not contact with the oil, so there are no pollution. The oil are pure water. And the heating flue shows different options like the coal, tire oil, and the the natural gas. Here is the income every day, the tire oil, steel wire, and carbon black. This is the income from our waste tire. We can get, well, the oil out is 40 to 45% of the waste tire. And also we can get 35% of the carbon black, 15% of steel wire. You can, because the market is different, in different regions, and our customers have different raw materials, different capacities. So if you wanted to get the correct profit analysis table, you can contact with us, and we can have a communicate, know your capacity, know your efficiency, know your raw materials, and know which area you want to set up this business, and we can give you a correct profit analysis depends on your requirements. If you need this service, well, you can send a private message to us. Our sales manager can just contact with you by the WhatsApp, email, WeChat, or telephone. Whatever you want, you can, or convenient. Okay, and if you want to know the price list of our equipment, also you can ask our sales manager. You can send your WhatsApp or email or telephone to us privately. Or if you have any questions, you can leave in the comment section. Okay, welcome my new friends here. This is String Rope, the manufacturer of the with tire with plastic pyrolysis equipment. We can return this solid waste, hazardous waste to the fluoro carbon black steel wire. These products. This is what our equipment can do. Well, if you have any questions, you can leave in the comment section. Or if you want to know more questions, you can add our WhatsApp, email. You can send your information to us privately. Then our sales manager can add you and give you our catalog, price list, and a certificate. Okay, let's go on. Here is the profit analysis, and here are some kilometers of the batch type pyrolysis plant. Model rely on the capacity for if you need like a factory pyrolysis, or your factory or business, you can get a 10 ton, 12 ton, 15 ton per day. Can process several like 10 tons, 12 ton every day. Or if you want a smaller one, the private use or for experiment, you can choose the small type, the frame type, 100 kilogram, 5 or 1 ton, 2 ton. Well, depends on your requirements. And if your materials is the waste tire, then what products we can get? Almost 3 or 4 products. The same gas we can just use directly for heating in our reactor. And this is 3 final products we can sold directly or have a final production. The first one is the pyrolysis oil. You can it has a high heating energy, so you can use at the bricks factory, glass factory, cement factory for heating, or it can be the raw material of the other, like it can refine to diesel and can use at agricultural machine, cement factory, mining machine, ferry, diesel generator, or other places. And the second one is the carbon black. Also have a high heating energy, can replace the coal to use, or be the raw material of the ink, like the rubber or the paint. This is the applications of the carbon black and steel wire. We can just sell them directly. We can get nearly 14% of the steel wire after production. And here is the oil sludge, or one of the hazardous waste. Well, we can use them just for the steel wire. For the hazardous waste, we can't just roll them directly in China. We have some standard, so we can only get the final products. Also, some of our clients told us they can get some processing fee from other factory. So not only the raw material is free, also they can get some processing fee. And the final products, we can get 20 to of the oil yield, and also the solid residue and the sand gas. Let's have a large choices the random of the oil yield. That is because we can have like the different state of the oil sludge. We have the solid, semi-solid, liquid, semi-liquid of the oil sludge. So the oil yield is kind of different. And this is another kind of raw materials is the plastic. One of the main final products, one of the main raw materials we use. This is also a kind of solid waste. For different plastic, they have different oil yield. We need to attention is the PVC and PET is not suitable to be the raw material of this production because they have some bad harmful particles and less oil inside. Except the PET and PVC, the PPE, PEPS, ABS all can be the raw material to pyrolyze and then pyrolyze them into plastic, oil, carbon black, and sand gas. The plastic, the oil is very high, and the quality of the plastic oil is also very high. We can condense them, we can just purify them to diesel. And then another raw material is the hazardous waste. The mixed hazardous waste, like some gloves that have oil sludge, some bottom, or also have some oil sludge, cold oil sludge. This mixed hazardous waste also we can dispose as, get the oil yield, residue, and the metal. And next raw material is the biomass. This is kind of different between the plastic or the tire because this is the carbonization furnace. We also called just the charcoal making equipment. So we can get the charcoal with vinegar, tar, or sand gas after production. Biomass like the coconut shell, plum shell, or the corn cob, the straw. This is it. And here we shows us about the batch type pyrolysis plant. I'm not sure if you're interested in the batch type. Let's see a 3D video first, and we can know the detailed technique. Let's start from the very beginning. Here is the batch type pyrolysis plant. You can see it first and to know how we can get the flue oil or carbon black after production. And then we will show you about the 3D video of the batch type, semi-continue and fully continue, and you can see about the differences of this three type. This is a batch type. If working efficiency is 1 batch for 1 day. This is 15-ton, 6 line of the 15-ton pyrolysis plant. Welcome my new friends. We are a manufacturer of the with tire, with plastic pyrolysis equipment. Any questions you have, you can leave in the comment section. Or if you want to know our price list or other information, the parameters of the equipment, you can send a private message to us, tell us your requirements, or tell us your contact ways directly. Then our sales manager will contact with you directly. First is a feeding system, feeding step, and then here is a pyrolysis system. Heat the raw materials and get the flue oil. The large molecules will just cracking to the smaller molecules. And the gas will go out to the buffer tank first. It was to slow down the speed of the gas and to settle down impurities. And then it comes to the condensation system to contact with the cooling water, and the oil, the flue oil gas will just liquefize to the flue oil. The flue oil will temporarily stored in this tank. Now the flue oil, we can use them at the cement factory, glass factory, or bricks factory for heating, or we can just refine them to diesel. This is the oil water separator. It can condense oil, and also it is a safety device and a purification device to purify the oil gas. And then this is a horizontal condensers to condense nearly 90% of the flue oil in this step. There are several tubes inside to disperse the gas. Then we can fully contact with the temperature, the cooling water. And the tail gas will use this tail gas purification system to purify. Then can remove the hydrogen sulfide by using the sodium dioxide. Because if we just burn the tail gas directly, have some harmful smoke and it's corrosive to the reactor. So it's better for us to choose this. Now this is an optional device, one of our patent device. Then it can use the tail gas burner to burn the tail gas. And the smoke that we need to emission, we will use the desulfidation tower on the purification system to purify. So our business is without pollution. This is the post-dust collector to purify the dust, and this is the vacuum device, is to prevent the flash explosion. And the extra tail gas, we can use this burning chamber to burn them directly, or we can store them to use at other factory for heating. But it has some safety problem. Just if we just store them without some other ways, safety ways. So we suggest you can just set up this burning chamber to burn them directly, because we'll have plenty of tail gas during our production. And this is a cooling system to cool down the temperature of the reactor. Then we can select the carbon black, more safe. Here is the side slagging ways. We have the front slag, side slag, and back slag. It will just it's also customized, depends on your capacity, workshop, or some other requirements. That is to slag the carbon black at the underground storage step. There are no pollutions of the dust. And this is deep processing of the carbon black. We can press them into carbon black bowl. Like carbon black, we can just burn them directly as a carbon black bowl. This process, why we set up, is because it's much more convenient to transport the carbon black bowl, and also the less pollution of the dust. And this is the steel wire pulling machine to pull out the steel wire in the reactor. This is the last step. Or if you have a forklift or labor also can just pull out the steel wire. But if you choose this, it's more higher working efficiency of this pulling machine. And then the oil in the storage tank, we can pump it into the final oil tank, then sell them directly, or just heat them directly. This is the whole production line of the batch type pyrolysis plant. If you have any questions, you can leave in the comment section, or if you want to know more information, you can add our WhatsApp, email, or you can search our website. There are more information about our equipment. Okay, welcome all new friends. Here is the doing live show, a manufacturer of the base tire with plastic pyrolysis equipment. And let's go on. Here is the another equipment, the semi-continuous pyrolysis plant. This is with a higher working efficiency than the batch type, because we can ensure the high temperature for slagging. If the fully continuous, if this batch type one is one batch for 1 day, and this is the 3 batch for 2 days. You can see, I'm not sure if you can see this clearly. The semi-continuous pyrolysis plant is designed by combining the process of continuous and batch type pyrolysis plant. This equipment dimensions and processing capacity are basically the same as those of batch type. The difference lies in the improvement of feeding and the slagging rates. The feeding race is discharged from opening furnace door to screw conveyor sealing feeding race, which requires the raw materials to be pre-treated in advance, so we need to process them into carbon black. The slagging race adopts the screw conveyor discharge, which is achieve high temperature slagging discharge without opening the furnace door or waiting for the furnace to cool down, effectively improve production efficiency. Compared with batch type pyrolysis plant, semi-continuous equipment efficiently saves cooling time and achieves production efficiency of 3 batch in 2 days. In addition, since the feeding and slagging race use sealed feeding technology, which can keep equipment production site clean and environmental friendly. This is the brief introduction of the semi-continuous pyrolysis plant, and let's see it out, the 3D video. Yeah, here's it. You can see this first. The same as the pyrolysis step, the biggest difference of the semi and batch type is the feeding and the slagging race. You can have a look at this first. Like this, we don't need to cool down the reactor. We can just slag the carbon black by the screw conveyor and to the smaller reactor to naturally cool down the temperature, and then they can be packed directly. Here is also the same principle of the condensation system. By using the cooling water to condense the oil condense the gas into fluid oil, but it's kind of different. We use different equipment. This is a water tank condensers, and in the batch type we use the tube condensers. It can be changed. we have different advantages, but also they all can condense with a large condensing area, more than 100 square meters. And then I will go into the storage tank for 5 ton. This is a cooling system to cool down the reactor. And here is the spraying tower or the auto removal system. Purification system. This is called the self-radiation tower to purify the sodium dioxide inside. Okay. See the differences between the semi-continuous and fully continuous and on the batch type. Just as I say, compared with the batch type, while the semi-continuous effectively save the cooling time and achieve the production efficiency of 3 batch for 2 days. Then we have the different is the feeding ways is changed from the open furnace door. We can use automatic feeder of 15 ton to the through conveyor, the sealed feeding way, and which require the raw materials to be pre-treated in advance. So if your raw materials hi sir, if your raw materials is still with tire, we need to change them into this rubber powder for 16 to 18 mesh. Or if you want to use the plastic to process, then we need to change them into the plastic particles. So that is it about the different ways of the feeding. And then of the slagging or discharging ways adopts the screw conveyor to discharge, which can achieve the high temperature slagging discharging without opening the furnace door or waiting the furnace to cool down. So this is the differences. And let's also see the parameters of the semi-continuous pyrolysis plant. Okay, welcome other new friends. We are the manufacturer of the with tire with plastic pyrolysis equipment. Well, if you have any questions, you can leave in the comment section. Or if you want to know more information about our equipment, or like the price list and the parameters, the details of the technique, you can send a private message to us. Our sales manager can contact with you and send you our more information about this. This is the parameter of the semi-continuous pyrolysis plant, same as the input and output, but the state is different. Like we also can process the rubber powder from the tire and the plastic particles. And for the oil sludge, we can only process the liquid or semi-liquid of the oil sludge. Output, same as the batch type, is just contact with the input. And the model also the same, but the smaller just the unit we don't have for the semi-continuous one. We will have is about the large pyrolysis plant. So we have 5 ton, 10 ton, 12 ton, 15 ton, 18 ton, 20 ton per day. And the thickness, so this is the thickness of the reactor furnace. Outside this insulation cover is not in the thickness shows. Because we have different layers of different reactor. For the batch type one, we have 3 layers, and for the fully continuous one, we have 6 layers, so we can't show about the thickness. But the furnace almost the same, of 16 or 18 millimeter. Or if you want a thicker one or smaller one, you can contact with our engineer. It all depends on your raw materials and your capacity. And the heating type, indirect heating, workers 2 or 3 workers, almost the same as the batch type. Like if your raw material is the plastic, we need to crash them into the particles, and then we can get the plastic, pyrolysis RU, carbon black, and saline gas. And if your raw material is the rubber powder with tire, we can get the pyrolysis RU, carbon black, and saline gas. You may ask, where is the steel wire? Well, the steel wire is in the pre-processing step. We will remove them. So that is why the final products we don't have the steel wire, because we can get this in the pre-processing step. The steel wire will not go into the pyrolysis furnace, so it will not go in this high temperature environment. The quality of the semi-continuous and fully continuous of the steel wire is much more higher than the batch type final products. And for the oil sludge, we also can get the pyrolysis RU, cell residue, and saline gas. Can't hear me? Oh really? You can't hear me? Can you see hear the microphone? Hello? Can you please talk louder? Okay. How about right now? Well, if you want to know more information, you can send a private message to us. Tell us your WhatsApp or email. Then we can just talk privately and send you our price list. And this is the different final products. And the biomass, we have the charcoal, wood vinegar, tar, saline gas. And then let's see about the fully continuous pyrolysis plant. And that's perfect. Okay, good. And fully continuous is the most with higher working efficiency and the largest capacity, and it's much more environmental friendly. This is we have the automatic system. You can see here, the fully continuous is a new type of the waste to flue processing equipment, with fully automatically and can be controlled by the PLC system. The main advantages is the continuous feeding and continuous slagging. So no need to stop the machine or wait for it to be cooled down for the slagging the carbon black every day. So it can run for 24 hours and can continuous work for 30 to 40 days. Or some of our customers' feedback is it can work for 45 to 60 days, greatly improve production efficiency and reduce the labor cost. This is the newest technique, and now let's see about the 3D video of the fully continuous pyrolysis plant. This is the batch type. Okay, and this is a fully continuous one. You can see the differences. The first one is it can toast the PLC system, much more labor saving and with high working efficiency. And this is the processing line. If you have any questions, you can leave in the comment section. If you want to know the price list or the details of the technique, or other information, you can send the private message to us, tell us your WhatsApp email. And now we have our customers in more than 120 countries, so you can also visit our client's factory, our project cases, to see how the equipment work and the detailed information. First is a feeding system. We will use the screw conveyor to feed the rubber powder. And this is the hopper, and by using this winch, can to pull the carbon black inside this reactor. And for the fully continuous one, compared with the batch type, the differences with the batch type and semi-continuous, this is the indirect heating. We will use the hot wind furnace to heat the burning chamber just below the reactor. Because it will work for 35 to 50 days, so it's better for us to use this indirect ways to extend the service life of the reactor. And because the capacity is much more higher of the fully continuous one, so we use the we just design a two section of the furnace. One section is nearly 13 meters, and this is a tub just under the furnace to get the resistance of the furnace. Under the tub is the lubricated oil, and here is a circulating water to cool down the oil. Then we don't have some smoke and waste of the lubricated oil. And then this is the outlet of the gas and the carbon black. So the gas will go into the condensation system, and the carbon black will go into the slagging system. They work at the same time, just kind of different with the batch type and the semi-continuous. For the oil gas, first we will come to the buffer tank to just expand the vacuum of the gas, to slow down the speed of them, and to just to settle down the impurity, the waste, the carbon black. And then it will go into the condensation system, the buffer tank. The first, we have three this tube. They have the same effect of the buffer tank to slow down the speed and to settle down impurities, and also it have the outer cover outside to condense the oil, and it will go into this U-tube to the storage tank, the oil storage tank. The oil we use is to we can just heat them at the heating energy. What is the lifetime of the condensation system? Well, the whole for the fully continuous one, we can use nearly maybe 5 years, and the batch type maybe 3 to 5 years. And then just also all they will depend on your capacity and your like which equipment you choose. We have the fully continuous and the semi and batch type, so they have different service life. You can contact with our sales manager and engineer. They're much more clear because they will directly contact with our clients. And this is the vertical condensers. They have several tubes inside to disperse the gas and fully contact with the cooling water outside, and to just liquidize them into the flue oil. This is the negative pressure device to pump all the gas go into the condensation system, as they will just last contact with the carbon black. Because if we contact with the carbon black many times, it will have influence about the quality and price of the carbon black. And this is the purification system, one of our patent device. It can purify the tail gas and then to go into the pyrolysis system to burn the reactor and save our extra heating energy. For the fully continuous one, we can only need 8 hours the extra heating energy, like the natural gas, the flue oil, to heat the pyrolysis system, and the next few days, the next 45 to 60 days, we can all use the tail gas to burn, so there are no extra heating consumptions. This is our patent device to purify the hydrogen sulfide inside the same gas. So after purify them, it returns to the reactor. There are no bad smoke and it's not corrosive to the reactor. We can prolong the service life. Go into this burner by the tail gas spraying burner. And at the same time, it will just have the slagging reaction. It will go into the slagging winch with the water cover outside, so it can just cool down the carbon black. By using 3 or 4 slagging winch, we can pack them directly. It's in the normal temperature. Here is a safety device, a pressure safety valve. If we have some safety problem or pressure problem, it will release the gas into the standby water cell, and we can just collect the oil. And also our production, we don't have this problem. If we just check them, frequently, maybe after 45 days, we stop the production and check the whole production line about the motor, the tube, the spare part. And this is the purification system. The smoke that we have in the combustion system, we need to emission to reach to different standards of different regions. So we have different plan of this certificate. First is to cool down the temperature, and this is a post-dust collector to purify the dust, and this is the desulfidation tower to purify the harmful particles inside. Hello everyone, this is the drink rope, the manufacturer of the waste tire with plastic pyrolysis equipment. If you have any questions, you can leave in the comment section, or if you want to know more information, you can send a private message to us, tell us your WhatsApp email. We can give you our catalog, our price list, and we have our customers in more than 120 countries. You can visit our client's factory, or our own factory is in Henan province in China. If you're convenient, you can come to see our technique. So this is the fully continuous one, and here is all the information about today's live show. If you want to know more questions, you can just contact with our sales manager to see about the market of your regions. You can tell us what raw materials you need to process and the capacity, or where you want to set up this business, and we can give you analysis. Is it profitable to have this production in your regions, and tell some information about the project case in your area or some other details. Okay, and this is today's live show. Thank you for watching today. We're doing rope. The next live show we will maybe share some other information about the distillation equipment to purify, to refine the fluid oil into the diesel. If you are interested, you can follow our account and to listen to come to play with some this. Okay, goodbye. Thank you for watching today. Have a nice day.